When most people hear the phrase, turn $10,000 into $100,000, their brain immediately goes to the wrong place. They imagine one perfect stock pick, one crypto coin before it explodes, one secret business idea, one lucky investment that suddenly changes everything. And that is exactly why most people never get there. Because the real way 10,000 becomes 100,000 usually does not look dramatic from the outside. It looks boring. It looks slow. It looks like someone making the same good decision over and over again while everyone else keeps searching for the shortcut. The secret is not that $10,000 is magical. The secret is that $10,000 is often the first amount of money that can change your position in life if you use it correctly. Before you have it, money usually feels like defense. You are reacting to rent, groceries, bills, car repairs, credit card balances, random emergencies, and the constant feeling that one surprise could push you backward. But once you have $10,000 saved, you have something more powerful than cash. You have breathing room. And breathing room is where better decisions begin. The mistake most people make is treating $10,000 like a lottery ticket. They think, how do I multiply this as fast as possible? That question sounds ambitious, but it is dangerous. It makes you vulnerable to hype, scams, emotional investing, risky trades, and people online selling confidence instead of truth. The better question is, how can I use this money so that every dollar I earn after this has a better chance of staying with me? That is the real shift. $10,000 should not be used as one giant bet. It should be used as the foundation of a system. And if that system is built correctly, the path to 100,000 becomes much more realistic. Think about two people who both have $10,000. The first person wants speed. They put the money into whatever is trending. Maybe it is a hot stock, maybe options trading, maybe a new coin, maybe a business idea they barely understand. They are not really investing. They are trying to escape their life in one jump. The second person thinks differently. They divide the money into 3 jobs: protection, acceleration, and ownership. Protection keeps them from moving backward. Acceleration helps them earn more. Ownership buys assets that can grow over time. 5 years later, the difference between these two people is not just the investment return. It is the entire structure of their financial life. One person is still chasing. The other person is building. The first job of your $10,000 is protection, because losing less is often the first step to gaining more. People hate hearing this because protection sounds boring. Nobody wants to say, my secret method was having an emergency fund. But that emergency fund may be the difference between staying on track and getting dragged back into debt. If you have no cash and a $2,000 problem happens, that problem usually goes on a credit card. Then the $2,000 problem becomes a $2,400 problem or a $2,800 problem because interest starts eating you alive. But if you have cash, you pay it, recover, and move on. That is not glamorous, but it is a real return. It just does not show up on a brokerage statement. The person with protection does not need payday loans. They do not need to sell investments at the worst possible time. They do not need to accept every bad deal just to survive the month. This is why the first secret is not make more. The first secret is stop leaking. Most people are trying to fill a bucket that has holes everywhere. High interest debt, overdraft fees, late fees, subscriptions they forgot about, a car payment that is too large, food delivery that feels small each time but becomes hundreds of dollars a month, bank fees, credit card interest, buy now, pay later payments, random spending that does not look dangerous until you add it up. Before 10,000 becomes 100,000, you have to close the holes. Because if your financial life is leaking, more money only delays the problem. It does not solve it. This is where people get uncomfortable, because they want the exciting answer. They want the special investment. But if you are paying 20% interest on credit card debt, paying that off can be more powerful than chasing an uncertain investment return. A guaranteed reduction in financial drag is not boring. It is one of the cleanest wins you can get. Once protection is handled, the second job of $10,000 is acceleration. This is the part most people underestimate because it does not always look like investing. But for many people, the best return on $10,000 is not in the stock market, it is in increasing their income. If you earn $40,000 a year and you use part of your money to learn a skill, get a certification, buy equipment, start a small service, improve your resume, move closer to better opportunities, or build something that helps you earn an extra $10,000 per year that can change your future faster than trying to find a perfect investment. Wealthy people understand return on capital, but they also understand return on ability. Your skills are an asset. Your ability to write, sell, code, design, edit, manage, repair, analyze, teach, negotiate, or build systems can become the engine that moves you from 10,000 to 100,000. But there is a trap here too. Some people here invest in yourself and use it as permission to waste money. They buy courses, tools, software, conferences, equipment, and expensive setups without any clear path to earning more. That is not investing. That is shopping with motivational language. Real acceleration has a measurable plan. If you spend $500 on a course, what skill will it give you? How will that skill produce income? What job, client, business, product, or service does it connect to? If you buy a tool, how does that tool help you earn more? If you start a business, can you test the idea cheaply before you spend thousands? The goal is not to look like an entrepreneur. The goal is to build something that brings in more money than it costs to operate. There is a big difference. A person with $10,000 can easily waste it pretending to build a business. Logos, websites, branding, software, ads, business cards, fancy equipment, all before one customer has paid. A smarter person uses a small slice of money to test demand. Can I get one client? Can I sell one service? Can I create one offer? Can I solve one expensive problem for someone? The secret is not risking the whole 10,000. The secret is using the money as runway while you run controlled experiments. One successful experiment can raise your income permanently. And once income rises, the math changes. If you invest $500 a month, $100,000 may feel far away. But if you increase your income and invest $1,500 a month, the timeline changes completely. Same market, same person, same basic investment strategy. Totally different outcome because the contribution changed. This is what social media hides. Everyone talks about the one asset that exploded. Almost nobody talks about the boring power of earning more, spending less than you earn, and investing the gap consistently. But for ordinary people, that gap is the machine. Now, the third job of $10,000 is ownership. This is the part people usually want to jump into first, but it works best after protection and acceleration are in place. Ownership means buying assets that can grow or produce value without you trading every hour for every dollar. For many people, this can be broad market index funds, retirement accounts, diversified investments, maybe real estate later, maybe a business if they understand it. The point is not to find the perfect asset. The point is to become the kind of person who can hold assets long enough for them to matter. That sentence is important. A lot of people do not fail because they picked the wrong investment. They fail because they cannot stay invested. They buy when they are excited. They sell when they are scared. They stop contributing when the news looks bad. They come back when prices are already high again. They confuse activity with progress. But turning 10,000 into 100,000 requires a system that works when you are motivated and when you are tired, when the market is up and when the market is down, when everyone is bragging and when everyone is panicking. That usually means automatic contributions, diversification, low fees, patience, and rules you set before your emotions get involved. This is also why the first 10,000 can be harder than the next 90,000. Not mathematically, but psychologically. To save the first 10,000, you have to change your habits before you have proof that it is working. You have to say no when you still feel behind. You have to choose future freedom while your current life still feels uncomfortable. But after you build that first base, something changes. You stop feeling like every small problem is a disaster. You stop needing instant escape. You become harder to manipulate. Advertisers have less control over you. Lenders have less power over you. Employers have less leverage over you. You can breathe. And when you can breathe, you make better decisions. Better decisions create better results. Better results create more confidence. More confidence creates more consistency. That is the loop most people never build. This is why two people can invest in the same thing and get different outcomes. One person is investing from panic. The other is investing from stability. The market is the same, but the investor is different. And once your behavior changes, your results can change dramatically. There is another part of this method that nobody wants to admit. The less you need to impress people, the faster you can build wealth. A lot of people lose the game because they keep buying symbols of progress instead of progress itself. They get a raise and immediately upgrade the car. They make their first profitable month and upgrade the apartment. They see their investments go up and suddenly feel like they deserve a trip, a watch, a new phone, or a lifestyle that proves they are doing well. And I understand why. After years of feeling behind, people want evidence that they are finally winning. But lifestyle inflation is where future wealth quietly dies. The first raise should not instantly become a new monthly payment. The first bonus should not disappear in a weekend. The first investment gain should not become permission to gamble harder. The method is to let your life improve slower than your income improves. That gap is where wealth is born. If your income rises by $1,000 a month and your lifestyle rises by $900, you are not really richer. You are just living a more expensive version of the same stress. But if your income rises by $1,000 and your lifestyle rises by $200, the remaining $800 becomes fuel. It can pay debt. It can build cash. It can buy assets. It can fund a business experiment. This is how people with normal incomes sometimes become wealthy, while people with high incomes stay broke. Wealth is not just what you earn. Wealth is what survives your habits. So, what does the simple path actually look like? You start with $10,000. You keep enough cash to prevent emergencies from destroying your progress. You remove high-interest debt so your money stops bleeding. You use a controlled portion to increase your earning power. You automate investments into diversified assets. You avoid lifestyle inflation. You reinvest raises, bonuses, tax refunds, side income, and unexpected money instead of absorbing all of it into consumption. You repeat the process for years. At first, it feels painfully slow. 10,000 becomes 12. 12 becomes 15. Then life hits you, but instead of going back to zero, you absorb the hit and keep moving. 15 becomes 25. Your income grows. Your contributions increase. Your assets start doing some of the work. The market has good years and bad years, but you keep buying ownership. Eventually, you look up and realize the distance between 10,000 and 100. 1,000 was not crossed by one secret trade. It was crossed by becoming a person with a system. And when you finally reach 100,000, the game starts to feel different. A 10% return on 10,000 is $1,000. Helpful, but not life-changing. A 10% return on 100,000 is $10,000. Same percentage, totally different feeling. This is why the rich seem to get richer. Their returns are not always magical. Their base is bigger. Money starts pulling more weight. In the why beginning, you carry the money. Later, the money starts carrying part of the load with you. But you have to reach that stage without blowing yourself up. That means avoiding the traps that target people who finally saved some money. $10,000 can make you feel powerful. But it is also enough to make a serious mistake. You are not broke anymore, but you are not fully secure either. That middle zone is dangerous. You may feel impatient. You may feel like you deserve to take a big swing. You may feel embarrassed that 10,000 took so much effort, but still does not feel like freedom. That is when people gamble, overspend, overinvest, or trust people they should not trust. Do not confuse access with wisdom. Just because you can trade options does not mean you should. Just because you can finance a nicer car does not mean you can afford the opportunity cost. Just because someone online shows huge gains does not mean they are showing the risk, the losses, the timing, or the full story. The real secret method is simple but not easy. Protect the downside. Increase your earning power. Buy assets consistently. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Stay patient longer than feels exciting. Repeat until the results become obvious. It is not hidden because nobody knows it. It is hidden because it is emotionally difficult to follow. It does not flatter your ego. It does not give you a dramatic story. It does not make you feel like a genius tomorrow morning. But it works, far more often than chasing miracles. $10,000 is not just money. It is a test. It tests whether you can stop being controlled by emergencies. It tests whether you can delay gratification. It tests whether you can think in systems instead of moments. It tests whether you can use money as a tool instead of a trophy. Some people fail that test by spending it. Some fail by gambling it. Some fail by freezing and doing nothing. But the people who pass use $10,000 to build a structure that makes the next $10,000 easier, and the next one easier after that. $100,000 is not created when the account finally shows six figures. It is created in the repeated choices that made six figures almost inevitable. So if you are sitting on your first $10,000, do not ask, how do I make this explode? Ask, how do I make sure this never disappears? How do I make this help me earn more? How do I make this buy assets? How do I make this change my behavior? Because when your behavior changes, your money changes. And when your money changes, your options change. And when your options change, your life begins to feel different. That is the real secret. Not a ticker, not a hack, not a shortcut. A system that turns stability into income, income into assets, assets into freedom, and freedom into a life where money is no longer the thing pushing you around. $10,000 will not make you rich by itself. But used correctly, it can become the first brick in a wall between you and desperation. And once that wall is strong enough, you stop living like someone trying to escape. You start living like someone building something that can last.